Hey, how you doing? My name is Robin. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new to my channel, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about the do's and don'ts of my frugal lifestyle. I do have a fan blowing on me. It is warm in here. I haven't turned my air conditioner on, probably for the noise effect of my video. So it's kind of like a little Farrah Fawcett effect, right? The wind blowing, but we'll just go with it. So I do have what I wanted to talk about on a piece of paper taped to my tripod, so I'm not like stumbling for what I wanted to talk about. Anyways, if you're new to my channel, I do a lot of frugal living tips. I do grocery hauls. I do a lot of clearance shopping. Sometimes I will talk about life experiences, that sort of thing. But anyways, today I want to talk to you about things that I do in my frugal lifestyle to save money and things that I will spend money on. So looking down, my first thing of things that I do, or don't rather, I do not pay full price for anything that I buy as far as clothes or even food. When I go clothes shopping, I go on Kohl's.com, or if I'm at Target, I go right to the clearance section. Unless it's a really good sale, like a t-shirt under $5, I will not pay full price. If I have a day where I just haven't shopped for a while and I just have that little hankering to do something, I will go on Kohl's.com and I will skip over, sales, this, that, and the other, 35% off. I go right to the clearance, and that is how I satisfy that little shopping urge. I go right to the clearance and I click on what is on clearance, whether it's shoes or clothes or anything like that. I don't really buy any home decorations off Kohl's.com because I just really, I don't know, I just haven't. But anyways, that's one thing that I do is I clearance shop, clothes, stuff like that. Another thing is I do not buy coffee shop coffee. There are many people, and that's okay if that's what you do and that's what you can afford and that's your lifestyle, but I do not go to Dunkin' Donuts. I do not go to Starbucks, any Mary Lou's, any place like that. I make myself a cup of coffee here at home, or, hold on a minute, Alexa, volume down. Thank you. She's getting a little loud. I do not go to coffee shops in the morning before work and buy myself a cup of coffee. Yes, I have. There were, years ago when I would do that, but I do not go to a coffee shop to buy myself a cup of coffee. They're expensive, and I like making my own coffee because let's face it, you can go and you can ask for a medium regular or medium with cream and 2 sugars, and they don't always get it right. So what I do in the morning when I get up, first thing I do is I make myself a cup of coffee on my Keurig, and that's that. I have gotten gift cards for Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, at Christmas time or whatever, and that is when I will go to those coffee shops to get myself a cup of coffee. Usually, though it's not coffee, I like to get the hot chocolate, and I use that as like a treat for myself, especially in the winter. I don't really drink so much hot chocolate in the summertime, but in the winter, if I have a gift card, I will go there and use that as a little treat while I'm out. Or if I'm not out and about doing anything, that's just a nice little, get you out of the house. You got that Dunkin' Donuts $5, $10 gift card. Go get yourself a hot chocolate. Go for a little ride. That's actually, in my book, that's a little morning out. It's a treat. Anyways, manicures and pedicures. I have had one pedicure in my life, and I think that was 2 years ago. My mom got me a gift certificate for a pedicure. Yes, it felt really good. Will I on the regular pay someone $45, $50 to give me a pedicure, to clip my toenails, to rub my legs, to get dead skin off my feet, and to paint my toenails? No, I will not do that. What I do is I do pedicures at home for myself. I go to Big Lots and I get these nourishing socks. Nourishing socks. I think if you've seen any of my videos, I've done product reviews on those, and I do a pedicure at home. You're doing it in the comfort of your own home, and it's costing you a heck of a lot less. Again, you're paying someone to do that service of massaging your legs and painting your toenails and all that, but it adds up. Also, I paint my own nails. I don't do the greatest job. I'm not a manicurist, but again, that is an expense that I would rather put that money into a bank account or use it for something else than to pay someone to paint my nails. You can do it at home. You can do it at home. What else do we have here? Expensive purses. I am not a woman that will go get a, what do you call them, Coach bag or Vera Bradley or Michael Kors. I have a limit of what I will spend on a pocketbook, and that's about $12. And that pocketbook usually comes from a Target clearance or a Walmart clearance or even a thrift store. I am not very easy on pocketbooks. I pick them up in the morning, I throw whatever into them. The bigger the bag, the better with me. I've gone, or tried to have gone, smaller pocketbooks, but I carry everything. I carry things that really shouldn't even be in my pocketbook, but I do. And I get in my car and throw it onto the passenger seat, or sometimes I even throw it over my shoulder into the back seat. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on something that I'm just not, I don't use it as a decorative piece. I use it for whatever I need to put in my purse. And with that said, I don't spend a lot. I've gotten some really nice purses and bags at thrift stores like Savers or Goodwill, and I'm not going to spend, just like clothes, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on a pocketbook. What else do we have here? Brand name food. If you've watched any of my grocery hauls, I do a lot of Aldi. I'm big on Walmart grocery hauls. Market Basket, I don't know if any of you have a Market Basket where you are, but wherever I shop, I buy generic. A can of generic chickpeas is the same in my thinking or book of Progresso chickpeas or Green Giant chickpeas or Goya chickpeas. It's all the same. In fact, some of the stuff that you see on the shelf, which is brand name, be it Velveeta or Prego or Bird's Eye, a lot of the stuff that is Great Value or the regular store brand, it comes from the same company. It's the same stuff with a different sticker, different label, and it's cheaper. I, for the most part, buy generic everything. Generic everything. Cable TV. For a while, I had cable TV. I did a video, probably 3 or 4 videos back, of me cutting off cable and going to Roku. For the longest time, I paid cable $140 something for limited basic TV. I bought myself a Roku for my room, and then I bought a Roku for my living room, and I am so happy with it. So happy. I get more free channels on the Roku, and Roku has their own channel called the Roku channel, and they have so much to offer for free. So I slashed my cable bill from 140 something, I think at one point it was 145, down to 70, just eliminating cable TV and going with straight Wi-Fi. So I do not pay cable TV. Cell phone. I do not get a new cell phone when I am eligible for an upgrade. And I really think that's how they get you. When I buy a cell phone, because face it, cell phones are very expensive outright. They can go anywhere from 600, 7, 8, way up into the thousands, depending on what you get, whether it's Android or Samsung or an Apple. They're very expensive. I take care of my phones. Once they're paid off, I keep that phone. I keep it. I maintain the memory, the storage. I delete certain things that I'm not using, whether it's a picture or a video. If it doesn't need to be stored, I clear that out of the memory, and that frees up space. And once my phone is paid off, which I think this phone that I have now might be close to being paid off, maybe a couple months, I will keep that. I'll keep the phone, because you know what? If it's not broke, why do you need to try to fix it? You don't need an upgrade every time a new cell phone comes up. You don't. And that's how they get you. It's how they get you to stay in this cycle of paying for cell phones. Paying for cell phones. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Just like my car. You've probably seen me, my video of my car, or you've heard me talk about the car. My car is 20 years old. It might even be older than 20 years old this coming summer. It's the greatest car, and knock on wood, wherever there's some wood around me, it's the greatest car I've ever had. It's been paid off for a long time. It's a 2004 Pontiac Vibe. I cannot justify getting rid of it. So why would I go out and buy a new car if I don't need it? I don't need a new car with all the bells and whistles. It's a ride to and from. It doesn't have Sirius XM satellite radio, but why would I need that? Why would you need a car with all that? You need to really look at things for what they are. My car is a ride to work. It's a ride to the store. It's a ride to the grocery store. There's so much more that you could be spending your money on, or if not spending your money on, saving your money. We, as a society, dish out so much money. For what, really? Think about it, way back when. I was a kid born in the 60s, 1967 to be exact. And growing up in the 70s, we didn't have all that we have now. And we survived. Our parents survived. And you know what? I think life was a lot better back then. When we didn't have the internet, when we didn't have cell phones, when we didn't have cable TV. Because we got outside and we played. And we actually talked to people face to face. We visited people. Now, we are all just about social media. That's how we keep in touch with people, isn't it? It's all through social media. So you don't need all those fancy upgrades. Get off your cell phone. Get off Facebook. Go visit somebody. Go have a cup of coffee face to face. You don't need all that. So now, I'm going to go with what I do spend money on. And one of the big things that I spend money on, going back to my car, is car maintenance. Again, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. And the way that I have managed to get my car to last as long as it has is I maintain it. I bring it for regular oil changes. I bring it to a really good, reputable mechanic, and I have one. I myself don't know how to change my oil. I don't have a man in my life that can change my oil. I don't want to bother anyone, so I bring my car to a mechanic. And not only do I do the oil changes every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, I do regular maintenance work. And that's what keeps my car in working order. So that's something that I don't mind spending a little bit of money, because my car, I feel has been one of my biggest investments. Spend a little bit of money, keep it going, it will last you. What you take care of will take care of you. What else do I have on here? Vacations. All right. I believe in going on vacations, but you don't need to go like to, another country. I believe in saving a little bit of money and taking yourself on a vacation. I went to Florida in May, and I saved up money for that. And another way that I was able to afford to go away on a frugal lifestyle or a frugal budget is I use discounts. I use my AAA membership to book airfare, car membership. Look at stuff like that. Again, save you money. You need to go on a vacation and use the discount things that you have. And a vacation is something that you do for yourself. We can work every day, every week for a whole year. And I'm a firm believer in taking care of you. You need to take care of yourself. You can't work your life away. As important as work may be, and yes, we all have to do it. We all have bills to pay, but there needs to be a balance. Vacations in most employments is a benefit. So you need to take your vacations, but there's ways to do it on the cheap. There's ways to be frugal and take a vacation. So my car and taking vacations is something that I don't mind spending money on. And lastly on my list is Christmas time. I don't mind spending a little bit of money at Christmas time on gifts. What I do is I give myself a little bit of a budget. Say, if you had like a cousin to buy for maybe $20, $25, your parents a little more, your children a little more, depending on what you can afford. But I will not go really on the cheap on Christmas gifts. I won't go and buy something secondhand at Christmas time for a loved one or my children or my grandchildren. So I don't mind spending a little bit of money at Christmas time. And if you're lucky to find sales, Black Friday sales or anything, you can make it work. But sticking to my frugal lifestyle, those are the things that I don't spend money on and the things that I do spend money on. So again, when I go clothes shopping, if it's not a thrift store, it is a clearance rack. And it's very rare, and I can't remember the last time I paid full price for something. I am a huge clearance shopper, discount shopper. I go to the Dollar Tree a lot for certain things, party goods, paper towels, napkins, candles, stuff like that. I go to the Dollar Tree a lot. Again, I don't go to Dunkin' Donuts every day and get myself a coffee. I make it here. And think about it, do the math. I don't even know how much a cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts is right now. It has to be well over $2.50. Someone comment down below and let me know how much a cup of coffee at a coffee shop is. I buy myself a box of K-cups and I use my Keurig, 1 cup of coffee in the morning. It's fixed the way I like it. Cream, 1 sugar, perfect. And you're not tipping somebody. You're not leaving a tip for someone to pour you a cup of coffee. Expensive purses, I know I'm repeating myself, it's just a little recap. Expensive purses, really. What's the purpose? Is it more of a status symbol? Do you think it looks better hanging on your shoulder than a regular black purse without a name? They're all in the same. There's no reason to spend all that money. There really isn't. There really isn't. Chances are your purse isn't out in the open for everyone to see. Like I said, throw mine in the car, sometimes I throw it over my shoulder. And when I get to work, I throw it in the corner in my office. Who cares what kind of purse I have? Generic food, no cable. Seriously, live within your means. Live frugally. Save those couple extra dollars that you end up having in your account by living a frugal lifestyle, and you will see that you have money to take that vacation, to buy a little bit more of a Christmas gift for your family. You might even have a little bit extra at the end of the month to do something special for yourself. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.